Don't go to my Discord. 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 Hack tua. Don't go to my Discord. I'm not Scott Adams. What in the world? I've never been Scott Adams. I'm not a Dilbert. Time for the simultaneous sip. Get your glass, your cup, your snub. Snub, what's a snub? Your glass, your snizer, your favorite cup or glass or cup, or did I say cup? Did I say cup already? Cup or bong. And go. And fill it. Oh yeah, I forgot that part. Fill it with your favorite beverage. I like coffee. No, I like tea. What am I saying? I like oatmeal. What am I saying? I got 2 kinds of tea in here. And now for the simultaneous sip, everybody. From your favorite content creator. Not Dilbert. Not Scott Adams. Not even Mike. Go! Wasn't that amazing? What's good? What's good, Scott Adams? Scott Adams, everybody. The simultaneous sip, everybody. Everybody. The audio's still not working. Oh. Is it my computer? Is there something broken with my computer? Is there something? What is going on? Can't hear anything. What in the world? I have to test the audio. Wow. Okay, so why is there no audio? Why? 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 Why is it not working? Why is it not working? It worked yesterday. What changed? What changed all of a sudden? Something changed all of a sudden? What in the world happened? What in the world? What in the world? I don't understand. Why do they make it so hard? Why? Microphone connected to HyperX Quadcast 5, right? That's weird. It's already connected to that. Why am I not? Who's the locale? Are you a locale? Mr. XL Reynold? Are you the locale? Are you sure that you're not the one looking at yourself? Anyways, I'm just trying to, what am I doing? Oh man. Oh man, this is not working. Oh, wait a minute. I think it is working. Oh man, it's working now. Oh man, now why did it not work? Did I have to click another button? Was there a mute button? Am I still breathing out of my mouth and not my nose? What happened to my chin, everybody? What happened to my jawline? Vietnam Kathy stole it. So today we have a wonderful show. I'm not gonna say anything really, except for I'm just gonna reference a few things as usual, which I've already mentioned in my daily blog. Note to myself because I watch this mostly mostly I watch this for myself, and thinking about doing some reviews of the previous live streams. There's a number of things that I usually do around this time, including a wrap up, archiving. It's a goddamn librarian. I can barely stand the sound of my voice. I'm currently listening to myself right now. Taking notes a little bit. Sometimes I don't listen to myself. Sometimes I think I want to. And maybe it's counterproductive to listen to myself. I can barely stand the sound of my voice. I might slow down when I listen to myself because I'm listening and talking at the same time, and I'm going back and forth, and then I'm taking notes, and then I'm trying to correct in live time. Every time I hear myself, I'm thinking, okay, how can I sound a little bit better? Can I sound better? Can I sound better? Can I sound better than that? Is my nose stuffy? Are my ears stuffy? Is my brain stuffy? Is there a worm inside my brain? I'm not a cat. I'm not hanging out with the cat. Hope I don't get anything. Can I take the I don't want to say Ivor. The thing, I don't know if TikTok allows people talking about a really good thing, or even YouTube for that matter. I reference it on Twitter because Twitter lets you talk about it. Like, if you have a really good thing, you want to tell people about a good thing. If you want to tell people about a good thing, you can talk about it on Twitter X, but on YouTube and Twitter, not Twitter, TikTok, they might not let you talk about it on TikTok. And so it's like, you might not know about it. You might not know about it, you know? Isn't that kind of sad? It is really sad. It is very sad. So I'm always like hesitating because I feel like I want to build something. I want to build so many things. But then if I wreck it, then I'll have to start over. I mean, I've been there before many times, but do I really want to start over again and again and again and again? And so I'm walking on eggshells. I'm literally walking on eggshells with YouTube and TikTok, and because trying not to get banned again, trying not to get suspended again. But you have to be careful because you can't say a lot of things. They won't let you talk about a lot of things, and then that becomes normal for a lot of people. It becomes normal, and people are like, oh, okay, can't say this, can't say that, can't talk about this thing, can't talk about that thing. I remember when this was happening on Facebook, especially. Facebook did a couple different things over the years, and it was crazy to follow what Facebook was doing. I remember there was a wave of accounts and pages, mostly accounts, I believe, that came onto Facebook, that popped onto Facebook, especially I want to say around 2010 and 2012, probably around that era, in the early 2010s, probably around those years, probably mostly for a few years, especially around that time. There were these accounts that popped up. It was these accounts like parody accounts, mostly parody accounts. Like so many. I don't know how many. There must have been thousands and thousands of these accounts on Facebook. Some of them all had the same name. Like a lot of them, they were just groups like Luke Skywalker. A lot of people were named Luke Skywalker from Star Wars. And then other people, they were all named Darth Vader. And all the different characters you can imagine many characters from Star Wars and Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings and so on and so forth. There were several different series, franchises, different brand names, different stories represented, and they were popping in. They were popping in thousands and thousands, like thousands, and then I don't remember what happened. I think Facebook's probably started banning them or something. Banning some of them maybe after a few years. And I remember adding them on and off for a few years. I was adding some of them, and so I was friends with some of those parody accounts. But then I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. Say what you want about that, but then what happened was, I remember another thing that happened was 2019. So the last Star Wars, last main Star Wars Skywalker movie, the ninth movie of the Skywalker saga for Star Wars came out. The Rise of Skywalker, Star Wars 9, and it was coming out in December 2019, and I was watching it, and then I posted a picture of Kylo Ren kissing Rey on Facebook, and Facebook deleted it, and Facebook said that it goes against their terms of services because of sexuality. And Facebook's like, you can't talk about this. You can't talk about this. You can't show this. It might have been because it was a spoiler, but I mean, come on. I mean, if it's a spoiler, then just tell me it's a spoiler and tell me that spoilers are not allowed. But instead, you have to come up with a fake excuse for hitting me. Mia with the rose. Thank you, Mia. So I was like a little bit disappointed. Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed. So, anyways, as usual, I'm not super excited about my face and my voice and my phone and my computer and this video and a lot of my stuff and my life in general. I might not be very, very happy, and I try to talk about this so many times all my life since I was born. Probably not since then, but almost. Born in '85 in Oregon. Thought I was an alien because some of them were like, some of y'all was like, I don't know what he's saying. I don't understand what he's saying. It must be an alien. I think it might have been my siblings when I was about 5. Shortly, maybe one time somebody might have said something, and maybe I thought it was true, and then I just played with it. Maybe I didn't really think it was true for a long time, but then I started playing it, and I started thinking to myself. I started imagining that my bunk bed was a spaceship, the elevator was the closet, and the closet was the elevator. That I must have been an alien. And I've been a little bit disappointed with myself and with a lot of things, and I'm sometimes I'm disappointed with how long it takes, but to do stuff. It takes a long time to do stuff. Man, it takes a really long time. Pumpkin is here, and I think it's good to have joy. I talked about that yesterday, and so quick recap of my day. Let's see, what did I do? The usual stuff. Working on DVDs, working on photos. Not really. I didn't really do photos today. Uh, uh, Found an adapter for the goddamn keyboard piano. The piano keyboard. And I was moving things around in the book shed and the big garage and got the keyboard set up in the big garage, and I'm moving things around and moved the dresser thingy, the dresser. I moved the dresser in the book shed, and I was talking to Aaron about the rabbit cage, and that was good too, and it was nice, and I picked just a few tomatoes, raspberries, blackberries, like less than 10 total of them. And what else? Wow. The usual dishes, shower, all that other stuff that goes without saying. And man, oh yeah, I was going through sorting through electronics and cords in my room, and there was a really big story that we were talking about on Twitter, and I don't know if I can talk about that. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about the draft here or there or anywhere. I don't want to get banned. But what it doing? Says, talk about my life, talk about my day, and feeling like I got allergies that's clocking me up. Maybe I can scare it away. So doing these videos. I've been doing these live streams for many years, on and off, and I'm trying to become a little bit more consistent. I'm very unprofessional, which is weird. I would imagine that I'd be a little bit more professional doing this for 30 years, making thousands of hours of content, over 30,000 videos, and all the other stuff too that I talk about. You would think that I would be a little bit better, but look at this. What happened to my finger? What happened? I don't know. Trying to clear my nose. Feel like that is a liability. It's a problem. It's a difficulty. So I'm doing another live stream right now, and this is mostly for myself because I'm probably not gonna entertain a lot of people all the time, especially when I'm working on stuff in the background and multitasking and not interacting all the time. Cause I'm probably not gonna do that, Bubbles. I'm probably not gonna interact with people all the time. You never know, especially because I don't have a chin or a jaw or a wife. But then again, how in the world would I be able to make time for that? I mean, I want it, but at the same time, I feel like I'm very buried in work. Very buried. You ever get buried? I get very buried in work. And see, basketball. Did a little bit of basketball. Put the plants back into the greenhouse. And I do find it funny a little bit sometimes when people are like, "Oh look, I found a locale named Oatmeal." Not really, but I mean, it would be cool if I was. In some ways, it'd be cool. For the record, and I've played with that a few times since 2022 when I first heard about it. I think I first heard about the term back then, but I've always been okay with it in a way, even though I didn't really know about the term until 2022. I've always been okay with it. I don't really care in a way, and in another way I'm like, I'm for it, in that I don't care. Like, but at the same, I care. I mean, like, I think that if people find my work to be entertaining or educational or encouraging or whatever, that's good. And isn't that the definition of a locale? Like, a locale is somebody that people are laughing at, and so it's like, if people are laughing at me, do I care? No, I never did. And oh man, the tone of my voice. I think my voice is off right now. Something's wrong. Maybe tea can save the day. Let me try this. Did that help? No, maybe a little bit. Maybe I wonder if there's a way to clear my voice. I think it's my nose. I think I got a stuffy nose. Oh man. Maybe I need more vitamin C. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. A little bit disappointed about that. But it's like, some people might see the term locale as a negative thing. And it might be, could be, but at the same time, it could be positive or irrelevant. In a lot of ways, it doesn't really matter. If somebody is a locale or not a locale, it doesn't really matter, because they might not be a locale to everybody. Maybe only to some people. So like the definition, the terminology of locale is kind of stupid. It's kind of stupid, I think. Pretty stupid. For me, I'm not really a locale, because I don't think I'm a I don't think I'm a locale. Some people say that I am, but by that definition, everybody is, because if your definition of locale is, oh, somebody laughed at you, it's like everybody laughs at everybody. That means everybody's a locale. Like, everybody laughs at you. Laugh at yourself. You laugh at people. You laugh at animals. You laugh at everything. Everybody laughs at everybody and everything all the time, and therefore, everything is a locale. Everybody and everything is a locale. And so it's like, what are we even talking about? But, some people coming in, they come in, and they're like, nah, let me tell you what a locale is. So, okay, whatever. You can have whatever definition of locale you want, but it's like, if you make that definition general, then everything is a locale. Because everybody laughs at everybody sometimes. Everybody laughs at everybody sometimes. Everybody laughs at someone sometime. Does that mean everybody in the world is a locale? Probably. Thank you. Probably. Okay, I'm thinking about sharing my screen, but it's like, it's kind of cool if in a way, I'm thinking to myself, it's cool if I do documentaries or review stuff, videos, or whatever else, and my own stuff, especially because I like to do that, even though I probably shouldn't, but I want to. And I know a lot of people don't care, but I do, and that's, I'm streaming for myself anyway, so hey man, maybe I shouldn't be thinking that way, but I do, anyways, I do gotta do some stuff first. And, oh man, my voice is out of it. And my ears are a little bit clogged up. So I plug up my nose in case you're wondering. I plug up my nose and I blow into my ears to try to clear the cavities, the passage. Because I think it's mostly because there is fluid that is supposed to drain, and when it doesn't, it gets stuck. It gets trapped, and you have to sometimes help it drain. You have to help. That's why I had holes in my ears. They drilled holes. That's why they put tubes in them when I was small. Maybe they should have kept them in, but apparently they fall out. Maybe they should have put in new ones. Maybe I'm okay. Maybe I'm okay most of the time. Yeah, I might be. Might be okay most of the time. Might be. I think it's interesting that some people probably think I got problems when I repeat myself, but a lot of people repeat themselves. The problem is if you cannot really control it, that might be a problem. That might be, let's say, that might be more of a problem if you cannot control how often you repeat yourself. And if you're not aware of it, that is probably worse. That is probably worse, you know? And especially as you get older. And some people talk about that, and they talk about people they know that might have those problems with their goddamn brain, their memory, with dementia. And it seems that there are ways to fix these problems that doctors don't want you to know about. And I hope that doesn't get me banned or something, simply for saying something like that. It's so easy to get banned for anything. You say something that's good, you say something that everybody already knows, and then a website like YouTube or TikTok will be like, get off my lawn, like an old man. Get off my lawn. That's YouTube, by the way. YouTube just said, get off my lawn. And that's what YouTube said to my 10,000 videos when they deleted my videos and suspended 3 of my accounts, 3 of my channels back in the day. And then I fought them and I won, and I got 2 of them back. At least 2. Same thing with TikTok. TikTok is like, get out my lawn. Joel, get out my lawn. Joel, get out my lawn. Hey, hi Joel, get out my lawn. Hi Joel, get out my lawn, said TikTok and YouTube. Get out my lawn. Get out my lawn. Get off my lawn. Lawn, you know? That's what TikTok said when they deleted my 10,000 videos. Another 10,000 videos. So that's 20,000 videos. YouTube, 10,000 videos. TikTok, 10,000 videos. I probably have another 10,000 videos. That's why I say 30,000 videos. I have over 30,000 videos, probably. I've not counted them. It's a lot. A lot. Who has time to count that many? But that's context. I make a big deal about context because how can you say something about somebody if you don't know everything that happened? I know, like, it's impossible to know, but you can at least try a little bit harder. I mean, that's not funny, but seriously, like, people need to try a little bit harder to try to understand situations. And if you're experienced and you're really good at doing it, you're tempted to not do your homework. And even if you're experienced, you should still do your homework when you're trying to make a judgment about somebody. People say don't judge. Sometimes you should, and that's what judges are for. That's what the court of law is for. And you got a thing called the court of public opinion, and a lot of people are lazy, and so they don't want to analyze everything, and they want to take everything at face value. And I've known this forever, and sometimes I poke fun at that when I'm online. Sometimes I know that people are not going to understand something, and so I play into it, because sometimes I want to try to prove a point or something, depending on the day. I just want to, like, sometimes I would get this desire to do something crazy so that I could say at the end, hey, look what I did, and you fell for it. Can you believe it? Can you believe that? Do you believe that? Can you believe that? I did this one thing, or I said a word, or I did this, I did, and you believed it. How did you do that? Why did you do that? What a fool! What a fool you are! But I knew that you would. And I would do that. And what did I get? What did I get out of that? And did I get anything out of that? Was it worth it? Or was the collateral damage too big? Like, what's the point? Did I educate anybody when I did that? Did I entertain? Did I encourage? Or what else is there? Did I? And the answer is, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. But I mean, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I can't really go back in time and fix it or undo it. Now, will I do it again? Maybe not all the time. I'm tempted to do it sometimes, to prank people or whatever else. I need to make a list. I need to make a really long list. But I've done a number of things sometimes, and I don't always tell people about it. But I do a number of things. Yeah. But I wanted to pop in, do a live. I know that not a lot of people are listening, and so this is mostly a private diary that you're popping into, where I say a few things, and I try to think out loud, and I try to say a few things, and maybe I might try to cut some of this into smaller videos sometimes, or I might go over this again, go over the transcript, the subtitles, and quickly go over it in another video. I might do that. I might say a few things, and I'm doing this for therapy, and not therapy. What am I saying? I'm doing this for a number of things, and I'm trying to do this for the goddamn record. Even if I've already done it, I gotta do it again, and I gotta do better, and I gotta try to add to it all the stuff that I want to say about me. All the stuff that I want to say about me, I want to say again, and I want to say more. All the stuff that I want to say about me and about everything, about everybody and everything. I want to say more. And that's why I'm doing this video again. This is why I'm doing this live right now, Bubsy. Even when nobody's watching, even when nobody's listening, Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe it's a waste of time. Maybe I said some of this stuff before. Maybe I shouldn't be saying it again. Maybe I'm going to say something that I never said before. And that'll be amazing. Maybe the allergies are going to tear me down a little bit. But I'm going to get back up and try again. And I got a lot of things to do, as usual. And my thoughts are going to come out wrong. And there's going to be a lot of typos in the transcript. And when I'm writing and when I'm talking, there's going to be mistakes and problems. But does that mean you have to lie about me? No, you probably shouldn't be lying about me. But you do. A lot of people do. People lie about me with the goddamn oatmeal fake news. All the goddamn low-cow trolls lie about me. Lie about me. Lie about me. Low-cow trolls lie about me. They've been lying about me for 17 years. Or longer. Or longer. Can you understand me? I'm mumbling. It's almost as bad as my trolls. I'm almost as bad as my trolls. If you think this is bad, you should have seen my other videos. If you think I'm hard to follow now, you should have seen me before. If you think I'm really, really bad at pronunciation and enunciating and everything, you should have seen me before. You should have seen me before. If you thought this was cringe, you should have seen me before. If you thought this was really, 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 really cringe, if you think this is cringe, you should have seen me before. You should have seen me before. You should have seen me before. I might be a little bit better now, but not a lot. But I'm always trying to get better. I'm always trying to get better. I'm always trying to get better. And I'm trying to tell people my side of the story. And every once in a while, I say a few things, but you have to like dig for it. And maybe I should stop hiding some of it. For example, if I repeat myself every 5 seconds, it might throw a lot of people off. It might throw a lot of people off. You know what I'm saying? And it's a form of burying. In my defense, I'm doing it on purpose, sort of, sometimes. I'm doing it because I'm trying to establish a little bit of context as I try to counter the goddamn oatmeal fake news, and as I try to tell my side of the story. As I try to tell my side of the story. As I try to publish my autobiography. A little bit. And so I might talk about some of that today. I don't know. That's right. R3D. Oh, Mr. Red. So I'm just ranting a little bit from the top of my head. I'm just... You're gonna have to ask me questions because I don't know what you know. I might tell you a little bit. I read it. Yes, I read the red. You're like R2D2, R2D2, C3PO. You're like some kind of robot. You're not sure about anything. Hi, I'm Oatmeal. I was born in 85. I traveled the world. I did many things in my life. Do not Star Wars? No, not Star Wars. Okay. No, okay. No. Star Wars is that bad? Yes, that's right. So, I'm really old, and I lived in Oregon, and New York, and West Virginia, and Hawaii, and Idaho, and California, and South Carolina, and Canada, and Quebec, and Cambodia, and Vietnam, Japan, Singapore, Washington State, Seattle, Vancouver, Washington, British Columbia, all over the East Coast. So, a lot of places, and I've been on the internet for 31 years, on all the websites, thousands of websites. I have thousands of hours of content. I have over 30,000 videos. I've been making videos for 30 years. And right now I'm just like ranting because I'm recording this onto YouTube. I'm live on YouTube and I'm ranting over some of the details, and a lot of people lie about me, and it's normal, but it's also terrible, and it's normal, but it's terrible, but it's great, but it's terrible. And so people started lying about me around 2009 or longer. People started to lie about me. The goddamn local trolls started lying about me. The haters, the trolls. And a lot of people believe it because they want to, or they don't know any better, or whatever, because they're stupid or something, and they just end up doing that. I hope TikTok doesn't end this stream. The TikTok AI is not very smart sometimes, and will say, "Oh no, did you say something about people?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just talking about my trolls, okay?" Red says, "You remind me of a guy I once met. His name was Dennis, but I won't believe it." It's very easy to believe anything, anything, and so there are people that run around lying about me, and you might run into them. You might run into them, and so sometimes I think about how to counter the goddamn liars that lie about me. Now, I do try to counter the lies sometimes online. I write about it. I write articles about it. I make videos about it. I post about it. I've been doing that for many, many years because it's been happening for so many years, and it started so many years ago. It started 17 years ago or longer, especially 17 years ago, I think. I remember 2009. I remember it was happening on YouTube, and then it was happening on a theology forum, TOL. It was happening there, and Craigslist, and Facebook, and the list goes on, and then later on it would start happening on Discord, and I think it happened on Instagram. It happened on TikTok and YouTube again. It just kept on going and going and going and going. You sound like the guy I've been seeing. He talks the same, often repeating stuff, but it's because he's, oh yeah? Because he's, yeah. He's 41. He's 41. I'm 41. So, I do repeat myself, but on purpose sometimes. But, I don't always repeat myself. I kind of, I do the weave, just like Trump. I like to do the weave. Talk about this and talk about that, and then go back and talk about the other thing again. Go around and around. And, so I try to talk about a lot of stuff. And sometimes I do it because, like, I repeat myself, not because I don't remember, but because I'm trying to say it in a better way, and then I can cut it and make some kind of music video or something. But I always feel like I'm not saying it well enough. And so then I'm like, I gotta say it again. This time I gotta say it slower. No, I gotta say it faster. No, I gotta say it with a different tone of voice. No, I gotta say it with more words, more details. Nah, I gotta do this. No, I gotta do that. No, I gotta look at the camera. No, you gotta look away from the camera. And I always have a lot of feedback to give myself, and I'm like, gotta do it again. Do another cut. It's like I'm doing a movie. It's like when you're making a movie or making a show, you do a lot of cuts, and so you repeat yourself. Like, actors literally repeat themselves, and that's what I am in a lot of ways, except my life is the movie, and I'm doing the lines in live time, literally doing the lines and making up the lines I'm doing them again and 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 again. You have such a good head game, Joey. I do? And, so, by the way, for those who don't know, um, there are some, trolls on TikTok in the live chat, but that's more of a, generic flavor, uh, and not the other types. There are, different levels of trolls, different kinds of trolls, different types, and the kind the kind right now that I'm seeing right now on TikTok, they're the very generic kind. They're the watered down version. They're like the most boringest, mundane type of troll you could ever imagine on the internet. Because what they do is they copy and paste something crazy, and they just copy and paste it again and again. And some of them, you'll see these types of trolls everywhere on the internet, like all over the World Wide Web. These kinds of people. I remember, you see them everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. But they're really predictable and really boring. Can I get some better trolls? Can I get some mods in the chat? Anyways, I'm ranting, but I'm also, let's see, do I want to listen to the rest of Tim? Well, I'm a little bit disappointed with what they're talking about. I mean, I like what he talks about. Sometimes I feel like he's giving up or something. Don't know. Somebody says that there'll be a mod. Really? Are you sure? Will you mod yourself? Will you, I mean, what if you have to mod yourself? Or are you not the one that's doing it? Wait, I forget who's who. Wait, who's the one that's, yeah, who's... Really? Aiden? Really? Mr. Miller? Oh yeah? Now how do I know, wait, how do I know who I can trust? How do I know? How do I know? Did you know I have a backstory? Daddy meal? Upstanding guy? Oh, you guys are in a group? Really? You guys you know each other? That's suspicious. You know what I'm saying? That's suspicious. When you guys know each other, that means something's up because you guys came in at the same time. And that's a little bit iffy. A little sus, as they say. From what I can tell, you can't tell anything from looking at a comment. That it doesn't tell you anything. It doesn't tell you what you need to know. You gotta know more. And you're not gonna know. Wait, is Neurotic live right now? Right now? Right now? Wait a minute. He's live right now? You're mogging? Aiden is mogging? Oh, this is oh. He already made this video. Oh, okay. TikTok is not live. I mean, not... What did I say? Neurotic is not live. He's just playing a video live. His people are playing a video. Infamous? Babel? Ali Babel? Do I have to? Okay. Do I have to? Let me type it in. Is Let me look it up. Let's see. Ali Babel. Ali Babel. Where's Ali Babel? Why is it not coming up on YouTube? How do I find it on YouTube? Are you saying that nobody's talked about it on YouTube yet? Old Batman character? Oh. Wait a minute. Okay, let me try that again. Batman? Heckle? Ali Babel. Oh, there's a video. Look, there's a video. Okay, I'm watching the video. No, I've never. Thank you, Mr. Rogues. 28,000 followers on YouTube. He opened... yeah, maybe I should share my screen. Why am I not... Wait a minute. Why am I not sharing my screen? Let me... On YouTube, I mean. Not on TikTok. Let me think about that. Why is it... why... That's not good. Why is it so big? I was a teacher. Still am. Started doing it. First I was a camp counselor, which is almost the same thing. So I started camp counseling at different camps for 5 summers, 2 winters. Back in 2005, I started doing that back in 2005 as a counselor at different camps, Bible colleges. They have summer camps, winter camps. So I did that in New York, California, Oregon. There were a few different camps I worked at, and just like during the summer, during the winter, starting in 2005, and then I went to Vietnam, and I taught English at different places for 5 years, and now I continue to do that online. Five years in Vietnam. Started working as a counselor back in 2005. So I started, and before that I did a few things, related things a little bit, but not as much, because I grew up in that kind of environment where I was always around ministry people, churches, youth groups, different groups, a homeschooling club, a variety of things. And I was homeschooled and grew up in a ghetto, trailer park, Rose Grove mobile home parks, by the train tracks, played basketball with the homies and the gangsters, and went to a public high school, and then I went to 4 colleges. And thank you for the follow, Aiden. And just been around for a long time. For a long time. For a very, very, very long time. Hope the live goes well. Thank you. Thank you for the likes. And let's see. Oh. Oops. What am I doing? Wait, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. Oregon is pretty good. It's pretty. I don't know. they're both very similar. What is prettier? They have different. It's very tough to compare apples and oranges. They're different. Oregon has a variety of things because it's so big. And so let's see. Oregon has a lot of trees and desert and a big city. And Hawaii has some things. Vietnam has a few different things too. And so if you compare those three, which one would you like the most? It's very difficult to say. I mean, if you go with like just the environment, if you look just at the trees and you're trying to figure out who has the most beautiful trees, like if that's the only criteria, then okay, then you have to decide okay, who has the most beautiful trees. And that might be, I'd probably say whoever has the most variety of different types of trees and other things. And Oregon might have more variety than Hawaii. Vietnam has a lot of different things, but let me think about this. Oregon, I'm gonna say Oregon, but I'm a little bit biased. I'm gonna say I like Oregon a little bit better, but it's really difficult to say. I mean, Vietnam's amazing. Hawaii is obviously amazing because it's tropical, and people like being like. The first time I went to Hawaii, I felt like I was in an oven. And I was like, "Oh man, I'm in an oven. I'm in an oven." But that's how it is. And then after about 9 months, you get used to it. I got used to it pretty quickly, maybe within a few days. Probably something like that. You want to join the live? No, I don't know if it's a good idea. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little bit distracted and a little bit busy because I'm doing a few things at the same time. If you don't know, let's see, what am I doing? No, I have not heard of a character named Ali Babel. Let me check. Nope, can't hear the audio. Okay, I was testing the audio. I don't know if I want to ban everybody. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Should I ban everybody? I think does it matter? Because like, do you really want to spend all day banning people? Because they keep on coming. There's like hundreds of these accounts and they're running around the internet. There's probably thousands, maybe millions of these. And yeah, they come and go because that's what they do. And I see them all over the internet. And they're just running around. It's like a weed in the ground. It's like, do you pull every weed every time like you have a garden and you see a weed and you pull it? Might be okay, but eventually you get tired of pulling all the weeds. That's what the trolls are. Trolls are just weeds. Sometimes you want to pull them, and sometimes you can just like walk over them and move on. And Don't worry about it. Lithium with the rose. Thank you. Okay, let me think about this. 8,000 followers? Real Steel Atom 1 with 8,000 followers? 8,000 followers. I used to have 16,000 a year ago, and then I got banned for saying a word. Something to do with food. This is a normal food item, but TikTok does not like it when you say this normal word. I'll give you a hint to the word. I'm not gonna say it. It's totally allowable, but sometimes TikTok does not like it when you say it. So think about the turtles. You know, they're fighting, and then they come home. They go into the sewers, and they eat what? What do they eat? Basically, that's the word. That is the word that got me. So, you gifted me so that the guy can be in the live stream? I mean in the what do you call it? Video? The live stream? I did say it right. Okay. Do I want to do that? Don't know. I don't know if I want to do that or not. Why do you want him to be in the video? Why? 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 Why are you throwing money at me, and why do you wanna like, what's the point? Why do you wanna be in this live stream? Nobody like, you know, not a lot of people are watching. Why do you want to be in a live stream? Why? You're throwing a lot of money at me by, you know, trying to buy me out, but you never been in a live? You can probably be in a live by going live. Why don't you have more followers than I do. So you can definitely go live. You're bigger than me. You're bigger than me. You can definitely go live. What you waiting for? 20? Ken with 20? Ken, what do you want, Ken? Let's see. I'm going into OBS. I think I have to add something to the settings. Click on audio. Click on desktop audio. Click on default. That might work. Let's see. Click on play. I heard of a character named Ali Bab. Let's see.
Well, you probably haven't, because he's obscure as shit. He's also weird as shit, and I...
Oh, bull. Nope, can't hear the audio. Do you gotta play any games? No, I don't play games. The audio. Do you really want to spend all day banning people?
shit, and I
Let's see.
well, you probably haven't, because
Okay, I got the audio working. Let's see. Okay, so what am I watching? Good question. So I got it set up. I'm gonna start at the beginning. I'm gonna start over on YouTube. I'm sharing my screen on YouTube. I'm gonna start at the beginning. It's live. I'm gonna zoom out. Let's see, Mr. Rogues, 28,000 followers on YouTube. He's talking about what in God's name is Ali Babel, a Batman character, and
have you ever heard of a Batman character called Ali Babel?
no, I have not. You want to tell me? Does he look just like the Riddler and the Joker? Is he just a spin-off, or is he the origin? Is he the father of the Joker and the Riddler? Is that what it's all about? Please tell me. Please tell me, Rogue.
Well, you probably haven't, because he's obscure as shit.
I know. So that's why I'm watching this video. Please tell me more.
He's also weird as shit.
He's weird? Like me? Why does he look like Luigi? Why does he look like, who's that guy that played the Joker in, what was it? The Batman 1987 or 1989? Jack Nicholson. Jack. What? He looks like Jack. You were curious? I don't know. Is curious?
And I don't even know what to classify him as. He's not a villain. He's not a
Ali Boo Boo is not a villain?
sidekick. He's not a supporting character because he dominates the stories he's in.
He dominates the stories he's in? That makes him a secondary character that get their own story arcs occasionally. He's a villain? He is a villain? That's annoying. So you saying this YouTuber is wrong about it?
He's just a bizarre force of nature who showed up in 2 issues of Batman in the mid-40s.
1940s?
Well,
from the 1940s? Wow. He annoys Batman? I see. Let's see.
let's get right into it. Let's get into the weird story of Ali Babel, the man who wouldn't shut up.
Babel. Ali
His
Babel.
first tale, titled Ali Babel and the 14 Peeves, was published in Batman number 30 in 1945.
1945? Ali Babel was born? Whoa. He does babble. Yeah, he does babble, Aiden? He does babble. Whoa. Wait a minute. Wow, I see that. That's interesting. Aiden, excuse you?
It was of course written by Bill Finger with zero involvement from
Aiden? Is Aiden? Wait, oh my. Who's muting who? Wow. I think you guys are both like somewhat unreliable.
Bob Kane and penciled by Dick Sprang.
Lithium? We got a Big Boss? You muted him? Really? Lithium? Do I need more mods?
The story starts with a goofy-looking fella named Ali Babel.
Wait, am I allowed to stream this guy's video? Hello, Oatmeal. Do you read the YouTube chat? Oh, I do. Oh. Are you the guy from TikTok? Are you the same person from TikTok? You just come on over from TikTok? That doesn't happen all the time. Rarely ever happens. I believe you're the same person. You must be. So where was I?
Strolling down the streets of Gotham. He babbles so much he pretty much drives everyone around him insane.
Wow, he babbles so much that he drives everybody else insane? That's amazing. Don't get more mods. We're mad reliable. You're mad reliable, except you have to moderate yourselves. This is like, you guys are not qualified to be moderators because you guys are what are you guys? This is interesting. A little bit interesting. Doing a live stream. Going over stuff. Going over other YouTubers. YouTube videos. I could do that all day. I probably shouldn't. But I'd be tempted. Oh yeah. I would be. I'd be really tempted. Indeed. Let's see. 6 people? 6 people watching? That's excuse me, incredible. Don't know if I really want to watch this or not.
This is the character's entire gimmick, yapping incessantly with his gargantuan mouth.
Oh, wait a minute. This is me. I'm Ali Babble. Mod on YouTube? Maybe? I don't know. So am I, wow, is this me? Is Ali Babble me? Is that what people think? Because I babble? Huh. Am I just a babbler? Is that what people think of me? Gabriel? SpongeBob, who lives in a pineapple under a tree. Under a tree? What? Who lives in a pineapple? Thank you for the modding. There's more where that comes from. They come every like 5 seconds. They're like weeds in a forest. They're everywhere. They're like ants looking for sugar. But I'm not sugar, I'm oatmeal. Man, dude, whatever you are. Let's see. Let's see. What do I want to watch right now? I have so many things I want to watch. I have a never-ending list of things I want to watch. Atari Untold Story. That's from who's that? The Diamond Plus documentary. That's a good YouTube channel. Diamond Plus documentary. Diamond Plus documentary. So they do a video about the first video game wasn't what you think. Probably wasn't. Yeah. Oh man. Do I want to watch that? I think I know the answer already because I've already investigated that a few times. But, I like those videos. I like documentaries. I should probably make some documentaries. I need to make a cartoon channel where I only talk as a cartoon. I wonder how many people would watch me if I was a cartoon. Can I do Can I do that right now? I don't really want to do it right now. I could try to put a, what do you call it? Special effects. Turn my face into a cartoon, but nah, I don't want to do that. Elvis. Wow. Elvis. Elvis has something to say. You know, Elvis never seen me in Spaceman and Diaper Boy 2009. Spaceman and Diaper Boy. That was the name of a movie I was in 2009. Lincoln Hawk, Luke Rogelio, Chris Toy, Selfie Star Me, Long Beach Car, Long Beach, California, 2009. Spaceman and Diaper Boy. You probably don't know about that. Wendy? Who's Wendy? You want to tell me about Wendy? It's been a long road getting from here to there. It's been a long road, but it's time. It's time. It's been a long road. Oh, oh, it's been a long road. Yeah, it's been a long road. Yeah. Airbender, Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action, pretty good. In a way. What is this? Elite Force? Never heard of it. Should I try to watch it? I don't know. Don't know if I can get into it. It takes a while to get into a new series. Let's see. Okay, so 2026 Elite Force. After an unprecedented attack on his unit, a high-ranking officer sent to leave the field leads to a perilous mission that forces him to confront his past. Okay. Could be good. Might be good. Who are the people in this? Let's see. Who are these people? I don't know any of these. Oh man. It might be good. Do I really want to try a new show? I think I want to finish Criminal Minds. Yeah. Criminal Minds, 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 it's divine. Criminal Minds, Criminal Minds. Season 16? No, 19. Wow. I messed that one up. Episode 6. Wow. How do I say this? I'm literally looking at the number and I say the wrong number. Wow. Devastating. Weird. So weird. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Do I have Tourette's? No. That's not possible. That's not possible. Smith? Beep up. 1,600 likes? Wow. Oh my. Criminal Minds. Atari. Criminal Minds, here we go. 20th television, 20th century, and CBS. Criminal Minds. 1906. Criminal Minds. 1906. Criminal Minds 1906 starts with a recap from previous episodes. The backstory. Zacharias as the main villain, redeemed like a Star Wars Darth Vader. Or is it a scam? Is it a sham? Is he fooling people? Is he helping people? He's been helping people, even if it is a scam. It might be a scam. It might not be a scam. I don't know. I don't know. But there's a new person, and Sicarius. Spoiler alert: Sicarius is trying to save this other guy who's becoming him in a bad way, becoming a killer. He's been branded. Oh man, he's been branded? Like, branded? Branded? I made a Facebook group called Let's Go Brandon. Branded. Wait, did I already watch that episode? Wait a minute, did I already watch that? Uh-oh. I already saw episode 6? Yesterday? Oh. Okay, I did see, oh man. Okay, I already saw this episode. Oops. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Hmm. Huh. Oh, that was kind of stupid. He vomited into a trash can, and she's like, "You vomited?" He was like, "Oh, I was worried. Bill me for a new one, a fancy one." It's kind of funny, but it's also stupid. You just take the trash bag out. That's all you have to do. Episode 7. Here we go. Now we're getting started with a brand new episode that I've not seen yet. looking mad cute? Really, Brian? Alright. Criminal Minds 1907 does a recap of the previous episodes. It's focused on Sicarius as the main redeemed villain of the last few seasons. They were going after him, and then they caught him, and now he's different. They say he might be different, his brain might be different. But the podcaster is wondering if Sicarius really did develop empathy. Did he really develop empathy inside his brain? A killer developing a heart. Is he a changed man? Is he a Darth Vader man? Is he better now? Nobody knows yet. I don't know. Don't tell me. I don't know yet. I don't know what's going on. Somebody is captured. Their head is covered. They're stuck inside a room. Oh my. Why did you do that? You just took the man out. He almost looks like Aladdin. Everybody looks like Aladdin to me. If they're a little bit, tainted. With a beard. Oh my. Are you wrapping the person up? Why? An officer? Wow. Huh. Do that day. Oh my. I do like the quotes they have at the beginning of Criminal Minds. Each episode, they have a quote. Pretty good. A taunt to the cops? Oh my. Da ba 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 boo 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 boo. Jazzy. Today earlier today I went back on Snapchat to block a bunch of people and leave a bunch of groups, and I tried to make it clear there. I said it before too many times for years, and I did it again today. Just again. I I tried to tell them. I made some videos about it, and I posted it on the Spotlight so everybody in the world can see it. I posted it on the Snapchat Spotlight again. I made some videos again. I did this before, many times for years. I try to put out. I put out these videos sometimes. For the record, I try to put out these videos and I write about it on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, on my daily blog. I've talked about this before. In case you don't know, I've talked about this before. I said I didn't want to be in those groups, but they added me to those groups on Snapchat and sometimes other places too, other websites and apps too. Sometimes over the years, it happened. It happens. It would happen. Over the years, it would happen. It would happen. Man, it would happen again and again and again. Again and again and again. It would happen. It would happen. It would happen. It would keep on happening. This kept on happening and happening. And so over the years, I try to tell everybody I do not consent to this. I do not agree with this. I'm not the one that did it. They did it. And I said that before. And I said it before. And I said it again and again. And I kept on saying it because nobody knows. Apparently, nobody knows. Nobody knows about it. Even though everybody knows about it. Just like with everything else, it's very important, but nobody remembers, even though I already said it. I already talked about this. I'm like, I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere, online and offline, I'm everywhere, and I'm like advertising myself. And that might not be really effective, might not be very effective. It might be a waste of my time trying to do that, trying to advertise myself and telling people to go to my YouTube, go to my website, go to my blog, whatever, whatever, like I'm probably really bad at marketing, probably really bad at marketing, but that's what I would do. That's what I would do. That's what I would try to do. I would try to do it. I would try to do that all my life, really. Not all my life, but all my life. Not all my life, but all my life. Like many times I'm like advertising myself in a crazy way or whatever, like sometimes, all the time, sometimes, maybe not all the time, but sometimes I'm like out and about everywhere telling people stuff like, hey man, add me, add me, add me, follow me, hello, add me, something like that. I would do that many times for many, many years, especially on Facebook and Snapchat and tag.com, hi-fi.com, MySpace, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, even on Hive blog and Steam.com and many places. Sometimes it's just a click of a button, and sometimes I leave comments and messages where I'm just like, hello, add me or something. Hello, Rolex. Thanks for the likes, Rolex. I like, you like something, and I like to advertise myself, and that's what I was doing. And I went everywhere and over the years, being on the internet for 30 years, over 30 years since 1995. 95, born in 85, been online since 95 or longer. Probably 95 or longer, and been everywhere making videos since 96, and been trying to do everything, trying to do what I do, trying to get better all the time, and I I tried to market myself everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. I tried to advertise myself everywhere, even on Snapchat over the years, especially around 2022 and on and off a little bit, but not anymore because it doesn't really work. Doesn't really work. It seems like it doesn't really work. Seems like it's probably a waste of time for me to try to advertise myself. And one of the challenges is when people are taking me out of context and stuff, and you you might say some of that is my fault. Oh yeah, some of that is my fault, but also it's a jungle out there, to quote the monk, the monk, the monk, not the monkey, the monk song. It's a jungle out there. It's a jungle out there, okay? It really is a jungle out there. It really is a jungle. It's a big fat jungle, and so I've been in the thick of it, of the goddamn jungle with the trolls and the haters and everything else, and I went back on Snapchat just to block people, and I made some videos saying, hey, I'm not here. You should block me. I literally said that. For example, I said, block me, unfriend me, unadd me from all your groups, and you can probably find me on TikTok and Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and my daily blog and everywhere else, but not really on Snapchat. And why should I even be on there? Why should I be there when people are just gonna lie about me anyways? People just gonna lie about me anyways. Again, people just gonna lie about me again like they did before. They're just gonna lie about me again. Pretty devastating, but it's normal. It's not good, but it's normal for people to lie. That's what people do. They lie. They lie. They like to lie, and they don't want to know the truth. Zacharias is in his prison cell, talking to himself with David Rossi as part of his mind. Dawson. Dawson's Creek is here. Piano keyboard. Oh my. Penelope. Penelope. So Penelope and David Rossi have to work together, even though David's not happy about Penelope uh, giving a testimony about the main villain. the Darth Vader character, Sicarius. He was not happy, and now they have to work together because the boss lady said, "You guys gotta work together because you guys work faster together. And you can't tell anybody about it when you go snooping around." As we try to solve this mystery for this episode, the mystery of the day, of the episode. Well, Seven Gems Gentleman Club? A gentleman club? What's a gentleman club? Looks like a bar. Oh, I see. Aiden wants to say something. But I'm watching Criminal Minds. And I'm working on my blog. And a DVD. And then photos from and a number of things. That's an old one. Aiden, everybody knows that one. My setup is a big TV and a laptop, and there's a camera right there, the mic right here, DVD player over there, and lots of photos behind me, lots of videotapes up there. It's It's very self-explanatory. You can use your imagination. There. Close your eyes. Imagine all that. There. That's what it looks like. Isn't that amazing? Your imagination does wonders. Does wonders every time. Every time it does wonders. Your imagination. Your imagination. Your imagination. I had to do it for YouTube and TikTok. Your imagination does wonders. It does wonders. What if the party went wrong? Roofing? That's not good. The draft. I don't like the draft. I do not recommend it, but that's what's being worked on. It's being implemented as we speak. That's not good. Not a good idea. For that situation. Not a good idea. And people should be not happy. People should peacefully call them on the phone and say, stop it. Peacefully call them. You should peacefully call them. I hope I'm allowed to say that. You should peacefully call them and say, no, stop it. No, stop it. No, stop it. Knock it off. Stop it. Stop it. Knock it off. That's what you should say. That's what you should say. Stop it. Knock it off. 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 Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. That's what you should say to them. With the draft that they're trying to do. They're trying to do the draft. You don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. Peacefully speaking. That's all I'm saying. Peacefully. 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 You gotta call them. You gotta call them and say, "Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I don't like it. Stop it! Knock it off! Stop it! I don't want the draft. I don't." But they're trying to do it right now, especially in America. As we speak, as we speak, as we speak, and that will affect a lot of people as they turn 18. And it affects a lot of people. It affects a lot of people in America. And it's not good. Not good. And not good. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that. I hope I don't get banned for talking about it. I think it's a good thing that I'm talking about it, but YouTube and TikTok are crazy. They're crazy, so they might get me for talking about it. They might get me. They might get me for talking about it. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. So I'm trying not to say a lot, even though I do on Twitter. I talk about it on Twitter. I talk about it on Twitter. I talk about it on Twitter, but on YouTube and TikTok I don't say a lot because it's very easy to get banned. Really easy. So easy because the AI running YouTube and TikTok are very, very sensitive. They're very sensitive. They're very, very sensitive, and they're very unfair. Very unfair. Very, very, very unfair. And that's not good. That's why you gotta always push back on it. Otherwise it just becomes more unfair and stuff. It just becomes worse and worse over the years, and for years to come. Incrementally things can get worse and worse and worse and worse, especially when you don't know about it. especially when you don't know about the problems in the world because you're busy playing video games or whatever, or watching people streaming or whatever you do. The world becomes worse because you're not doing something about it. And especially when you feel hopeless, which is another problem too. You can't have hope. You can find a way to realize that you can uh, make a difference. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, you can make a difference. You can make a difference. You can make a change. You can make the world a brighter place. You can make a difference. You can make a change. You can make the world a brighter place. Sunny and it's great. Ba da ba ba. Ba da boo boo. Sierra? Sierra? Ba da boo boo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Ba da ba ba. Ba da ba ba. Ba da ba 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 ba. Ba da ba ba. Ba da ba ba. Ba da ba 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 ba. Ba da ba ba boo boo boo. I don't like the draft, but that's what they're trying to do, and not good. Because it could be you, it could be me, it could be you, it could be me, it could be you. Do you know about that? Do you know about that? You will, if they're able to do it. If people don't stop them by calling them peacefully, call them on the phone, call them on the phone. All you gotta do is call them on the phone. Call, and tell them, stop it. Hey, stop it. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. You know? Call them on the phone. Call them on the phone peacefully. No violent. Not violently. Peacefully. 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 Peacefully call them up. Peacefully call them up. And say, please stop it. We don't like it. Please stop it. Don't like it. We don't like. We don't like. Please. Please. We don't like it because you don't like it. Well, you don't know about it. You probably don't know about it. But if you did, you'd be not happy. You'd be not happy if you knew about it. If you knew about it. If you knew about it. If you knew what I was talking about. You would not be happy if you knew about what I was talking about. You would totally agree with me if you knew what I was talking about. If you knew what I was talking about, you totally agree. You totally agree with me if you knew what I was talking about. If you knew what I was talking about. If you knew what I was talking about, you totally agree. And you would do something. If you knew what I was talking about. If you knew what I was talking about, you totally agree. You would agree with me. But you don't because you don't know. You don't know. You don't know, but you could. You could know, but you don't know. You don't know because you don't know. You don't know. You don't know, but if you did, you totally agree. You would agree with me that you gotta call them up and say, hey, stop it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You're gonna do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do that. 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 You're gonna do that. You gotta 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 do that. Whoa. Wow. Who said that? FBI. Oh, it's her. The black one. She's cool because she's a psychologist. Doctor lady. Yes. Yes. Wow. It's very difficult to do anything on TikTok, and very difficult to talk to a lot of people on TikTok. A lot of people on TikTok, they have no idea what you're talking about because they don't know anything. And it's like, I feel like I don't know if I should try to talk to them or not. Like when I'm on TikTok, I'm not sure if I can really interact with a lot of people because they don't know a lot about stuff, a lot of things. Very difficult. Oh my. Oh no, what's going on here? There's a woman. She was firing. They fire back. In a police department. They they have a hostage. Whoa, the AI on TikTok is totally wrong about the summary. Ooh, the AI on TikTok got the summary wrong. Oh my. Oh my. Ooh, my son got into San Diego. And the crowd goes wild. Oh, this guy looks like Jordan Peterson on this episode of Criminal Minds. Ruby. Thank you. I'm watching Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds. Fleabag? A Fleabag? Wow. Ba ba boo boo boo. Oh my. Two serial killers looking at each other. One is reformed, supposedly, and the other one isn't. And that's how the episode ends. Hmm. Do I watch another episode? I don't know. I don't know. Am I gonna watch another episode or not? I want to. Okay, I think I'm gonna do it. I feel like I'm hooked, and they do a pretty good job hooking you, especially in the last few minutes. That's what they try to do. They try to hook you in. They try to hook you in. They make you want to watch the next episode. A lot of shows do that. They they do that. They try to do that. They try to do that. So that's what they do. They do that. They do that. Oh my. They actually do that. They try to do that. They try to hook you. Try to make you want to watch the next episode. Well, they did it. I want to watch the next. I want to watch the next episode. So now I'm watching the next episode. Don't go to my Discord. 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 Oh my. Belter County, West Virginia. Bancroft family. Funeral service? Marak is here. Oh my. Too often we just rush through our grief so we can move on and do other things. But But then with other people who are closer to us, it's different. Oh my. It requires patience? Hmm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's alive? Why do I post so many videos? It's called advertisement. And a number of things. It started 30 years ago. And it's a number of things, but it's a marketing campaign. Might not be a really good marketing campaign, but it's something that started a long time ago, and it's been evolving over the years. And so this is just a current adaptation of what I've been working on, what I've been trying to work on, what I've been trying to do for so many years. And it just started a long time ago with over 30,000 videos. You know what I'm saying? I got over 30,000 videos. I got about thousands of hours of content, thousands of hours of content online. And what I have on TikTok is very small compared to everything else. Everything else is so much bigger than what I got on TikTok. TikTok is more of a joke in a way, even though it could be something. It could become something big, but a lot of it has to do with advertising or something. Even though it probably doesn't really work, I'm still doing it. I still do it, and I still feel like it can turn into something, and sometimes it does work. And I do value that. I would also say that it's a long story. Whenever people ask me that question, it's a really long story. Whenever people are like, "Oh man, why do you do the 1 second videos?" Not 3 second long videos. They're 1 second long videos. They're literally 1 second long. 1 second. Only one. Not three. Not three. One. 1 second. A lot of them are only 1 second long. I got a lot of 1 second videos, and then I have other videos that are many hours long. Many hours long. And then I have other stuff too. A lot of other stuff too. So many other things. It's 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 a long story, but sometimes I feel like I want to try to um I want to try to funnel through people. I want to try to uh connect people with people, and I want to be able to eventually find the best people. But it's difficult to sort through a lot of people, and one way to sort through people is 1 second videos, because the creators can see it, and they might wanna collaborate with me in the future. But then again, maybe not. But you never know. And I'm thinking to myself, it could be a waste of time if I make videos that are longer. And so then I have to decide, okay, do I just do a few longer videos that not a lot of people will see, or mini videos that are shorter? And I'm thinking to myself, I've thought to myself, I think it's better if I just do the shorter videos, because shorter videos um, can almost do the same thing that a longer video can do. A lot of times, not a lot of people are gonna see either, and so it becomes almost pointless to spend more time on a longer video if only one person is gonna watch a 10-second video or a 30-second video or a 5-minute video. If only one person is gonna watch a longer video, what is the point? What, like if you think about it, like what is the point of watching a longer video? Amelia, Amelia. So I'm thinking about that. I've thought about that. I've thought about it. Thought about it. And it's a difficult thing. It's always been a very difficult thing. Very difficult thing to navigate. But I feel like sometimes you gotta do shorter videos. You gotta try to make shorter videos. Sometimes you just gotta do that. Sometimes you just gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta make a longer videos too. Sometimes you just gotta do that. Sometimes you should probably do that. ASMR? Welcome to the Oatmeal Joey Arnold ASMR. It's time for Chris to fall asleep. Go fall asleep now as I watch Criminal Minds with this guy who works at a funeral home embalming them. Was that woman still alive? I don't know. What is this all about? What's this guy doing with his glasses, working by himself like he's working in a 1 hour photo booth thing, developing photos like Robin Williams did in that movie, 1 hour photo, 20 years ago, 26 years ago. Man, is it gonna work? I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna work. The eyes are open? Really? You're gonna open the eyes? Uh-oh, somebody says help me. Help me, let me out of here. Oh my. Oh my. I don't know what's going on here. This guy works at a funeral home, but he has a lady trapped in the bathroom. What's he doing? This is another episode of Criminal Minds. I don't know what this guy's doing. It's like, I look at him and I'm like, is this Mr. Rogers? No, it's not Mr. Rogers. Who is this guy? Oh. I should do that. I should update that part on YouTube. 1908. Episode 1908 of Criminal Minds. That's what we're doing right now. Oh my. This guy is constantly listening to something in his headphones, like an audio tape. That's like some kind of therapy for him. But he works at a funeral home and he has the women, and it's almost like he keeps them alive, but then he's gonna showcase them at the funeral, so he feeds them magnesium to make their skin sparkle, because he's trying to relive something from his past that is something that he can't move past. Vietnam Kathy stole my bike. Tar is in the building. I need more of that in my when I'm making sidewalks. Making sidewalks, I need tar. I need tar when I'm making sidewalks. What is that, anime? Oh my. No, he has a motivation. Iscarius has a motivation to escape to save his family. Because there's another Iscarius character. So he doesn't even have to be malicious or evil. He could still be a redeemed character like a Darth Vader, but still consider breaking out to save his family from another killer. Could be. That could be something they do. Sarah is in the building on TikTok. Oh no, the man is still there. At the funeral home. Woman locked in the bathroom. What is man up to? On Criminal Minds. He is developing photos of someone, a woman, Oh, a victim. Oh my. Bobby? Oh, really? Bobby said that? That's amazing. Bobby. From Bobby's World? Huh. ooh, the woman's trying to escape. He's trying to relive the memory of his mother. So he does that. He does the stuff to his victims at the funeral home. He works at a funeral home, and he cannot move past the death of his mother. So he does terrible things, or whatever. I don't know what he does exactly, but he has victims, and the woman escaped. She's hesitating. The door is locked. He zapped her with his zapper. So his mother died in a car accident, and there was a fire, and there was stuff in the car, valuables, and it was a big fire, and she was burned, and they had to look at her teeth to identify her because she was so badly burnt, and there were a lot of valuable photos that were lost in the car, in the fire, or something. And the son took over her funeral home, and he started recreating the photographs that that she had. There were valuable photos of her life, and wanted to he wanted to recreate all those photos, and that's what he's doing. And he tries to find ways to kidnap people, and he takes them out, and he takes pictures of them so that he could have them so he could pretend that it's his mother, even though it's not his mother, because he feels like he has to find a way to remember his mother. And that's why they did an episode on him on Criminal Minds, because it's a unique story. So it looks like he worships his mother in a weird way. He's trying to take the woman out. Mm. Wow. He's holding his mother in a vessel, a vessel, a vase, a box, um, almost like a genie in a bottle. So he's holding his mother, his powdered mother, and he makes a quote. He doesn't make it, but he just says a quote, but then he applies it incorrectly. He says, "Oh, you must accept whatever you can't control. Whatever that is outside of your control, you gotta accept. You gotta be okay with." But then he goes and he puts his hands out to fire at the officers, and then they fire back. And so it's like he was he was in control of that, and yet he decided to say he didn't have control. He was like being fatalistic, or whatever. End of the episode. almost the end of the episode. Excuse me. Oh, he's taking out somebody. Out of time. Out of time. Out of time. Out of time. Alright, so I streamed for a little while, and this is a little bit beneficial for me. If not for anyone else, it might be a little bit beneficial for me. I might be bad at streaming and everything. I might be, but I do it. But I do it. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. And some of the stuff I say, who knows? Is anybody listening? I don't know. But it's good practice and stuff. And working on it. Working on it. Working on this. Practicing this. Streaming and all this stuff. All this related stuff. And practicing multitasking? Yes. Yes. Yes, I'm practicing. And some people do this stuff, and maybe I should have started doing this years ago. I did do this years ago, but not all the time, only a few times. And it was difficult. It's difficult. It's a little bit easier now. I have a little bit more of a routine to stream like this. It's not perfect, not really good even. It's not even really, really good. It might be terrible even, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And I'm doing everything else too, and I'm talking about it. And I'm talking about my life. A little bit, bits and pieces, while being repetitive and wordy and not talking at all sometimes. But this is here for the record. For the record, this is here. And I might try to review this video later. Briefly. Go over the transcript, the subtitles, and it will have mistakes and typos as usual, just like everything else, because you never know. Like for me, you never know. What are you gonna get from me? You never know. I'm not gonna rant about that right now again. I've already ranted about it, and I'm not gonna rant about it again. I'm not gonna rant about all the stuff about me, like you never know. Am I being sarcastic and satirical and hyperbolic and absurd and or a number of things? You gotta ask yourself, what am I doing? Am I trolling? Am I clickbaiting? Am I scammy? Am I this? Am I that? Am I this thing, that thing? Everything all at once? Am I a number of things? What am I doing? During the course of my life, what was I doing? What was I doing? It's not a question of morality. That's another kind of question. That's a different kind of question. It's a different kind of question. It's a good question, but that's for another day. But I'm talking about what was I trying to do in my life with everything in my life. What was I doing? What was I doing? What was I doing? What was I doing? Online and offline. What was I doing? What was I doing? What was I doing online? What was I doing offline? That's a big question. And there is multiple answers, multiple things happening, multiple things that happened. And I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it right now. I'm just thinking about it a little bit as I try to talk about it. I think about it. Talk about it. I think about it. I talk about it. I think about it. And maybe I should only talk about it in another place, on another channel maybe, or something. I'm not sure. If, if like, for example, if I had like a billion people watching me, and many of them said, "Yeah, go do that," I probably would. But in this situation, I know that not a lot of people are gonna try to pressure me to do that, and so I feel like it doesn't really matter. That's one of the reasons why I haven't really done it. Oh, and I'm really busy too. You know what I'm saying? I'm really busy. But I mean, seriously, I am. I mean, I am. But it's challenging. I'm gonna go right now, even though I wanna continue to talk about what I'm talking about and try to explain my side of the story. And when I tell my side of the story, that doesn't mean that I'm right about everything or good or whatever. And I've said that before many times for many years. I'm just telling people my perspective and stuff. Slowly but surely I'm trying to tell you a little bit about it. Taking my time because people always taking me out of context. People take me out of context. And so I'm trying to build some context as I do these god awful live streams that not a lot of people will enjoy, but I still want to do them. And I probably shouldn't I probably should not I probably should not highlight these streams, at least not all the time, because they're probably really boring. This video you're watching right now is probably really boring and terrible and stuff, but I'm doing it anyways. Doing it anyways. Doing it anyways. As Bill O'Reilly says a long time ago, fuck it, we'll do it live. That's what he said. Then he became an old man. That was a quote, but sometimes you have to do it live, and sometimes you gotta talk about stuff. Sometimes you gotta stop talking about stuff. Until next time, eat more oatmeal. Live life, love life. What did I say? What did I say? Hold on. You gotta eat more oatmeal and you gotta live life, love, live love. And Hak Tua? No. Hak Tua.